I just can't get enough of this fucking Muppet world that we live in. Clown world, whatever you want to call it. So today we're going to talk about, and I'm sick of seeing this shit, I'm just so tired of it, but we're going to talk about people who wear designer clothing. You know, Gucci and Prada and Louis Vuitton and all that other bullshit. These people do it because they want to look like they're fancy and unique and better than everybody else. But everybody's doing it these days, and it's obvious because the people making the products, these designer stores, the materials that they make the items with has decreased. So you're not better than anybody, you're just conforming with everybody else. So we're gonna talk about the Muppets who wear designer clothing and why they do it, in hopes that I can get people to stop doing this shit. And you know, you might be thinking, oh Russell, you can't talk, you're wearing Ray-Bans and a Rolex. Yeah, well guess what, the only reason I do it is so simple-minded motherfuckers like you will listen to me. That's why I do it. You think I care about this? I don't care. Who cares? You know, it's just a piece of, it's just a shiny object. It's just a shiny object. It doesn't mean anything. So, let's talk about why they do this shit. But, damn, where's my drink? I was drinking some chamisul. I was drinking some soju, but it's not here, so I guess we're just gonna skip the drink for today. Mazel tov. Massive cum shots. Cheers to getting out of the Matrix. Let's go. So the reason that these people do this is because people are lazy inherently, so they want a shortcut to look better than everybody else and raise up in the social hierarchy. And the quickest way to do this is your outward appearance. But you know, instead of going to the gym or practicing a martial art and actually making yourself look toned and muscular and fit, or on the ladies' side, making yourself look thin, instead they buy these designer clothing because it's a quick way to show status. But deep down, you're still a fucking insecure loser. I don't care how many Gucci shirts and shades you have on, okay? You're still a fucking nerd loser virgin. And if you're a lady, you're still a fat, manless bitch. Okay? So there's that. That's why they do it. It's to mask some insecurity that they have. And the second reason is because people just like to conform because they can't think for themselves. So they need somebody to tell them what to do. Which is why they just dress like everybody else. And this wonderful country, this westernized country in the East that begins with the letter K, it's a perfect example of that. Because they all look the same, they all dress the same. Because they need somebody to tell them what to do. Because they're a bunch of drones. So that's another reason why people wear designer clothing. You know, in the past it used to be, oh well, I like that's made of gold and it's a good investment in case I have an emergency and I can sell this to somebody else. But now it's just about, of course everybody's doing it because of social media now. Everybody has to be an influencer and look good online at all times. So they just buy these designer clothing and the quality it's made of is the same as the bootlegs of. So if you have a Gucci purse and then you have a bootleg Gucci purse, it's the same quality. So, you know, that just defeats the whole purpose of what it was made for in the past, to signify yourself as somebody who's part of the upper echelons of society. Well, it doesn't work that way anymore. Everybody can just fake everything. You know, online now, everybody can just rent a private jet or a set of a private jet for a couple of hours. You know, anybody can Photoshop something in just to look good online. You know, it's all bullshit. You know, what else? People, if you're doing it for fashion, I totally understand. And I feel bad for you because you have all these Muppets coming in and diluting your art. And I understand how that feels, and I'm sorry about that. But that's the main reason that people do it. It's to mask some kind of insecurity that they have, either overweight, or they're ugly, or they haven't worked on themselves enough, they feel inferior, or it's to conform with everybody else.